So I'll be chairing it, and I'll advise the meeting that within the provisions of the Local Government Administrative Regulations 1966, Section 14C 2B, I am authorizing councillors Pereira and Lai to attend the council meeting by electronic means. Do we need to move that?
No. There's no leave of absence. There's one apology, Councillor Thompson. And I've received no declarations of interest.
Response to previous public questions taken on notice?
None.
Yep.
A public question time? Councillor Brett?
Start. I have a couple. I only have a couple of things. I'll do the first one quickly. I had a resident approach me about the street signs. I'll just hand these about so everyone can see what they were talking about. Yeah, they were just saying the state of the street signs at the moment, they're actually so overgrown that they can't be read. Not all of them, and I've had a bit of a drive around and had a look around. So the city, for some reason, seems to be quite heavily with the growth. So it's not everywhere, but they were just sort of saying it's a bit of a, I think a few tourists have brought it up with them and they have mentioned it to me. So I'm just mentioning it to us that the signs are a bit overgrown at the moment.
I'll organise for a team to go out.
Yeah, it's not all, like I said, not all areas, but I don't know why. So the city seems to be.
There may be some areas where there's more foliage and other things.
Yeah. So they just need a bit of a tidy up if we can do that, so that people can find the streets. Most of us know where we're going, but when you're giving directions. The other one I received, and I'll hand out these, they're a bit more involved, is from Hayley Cook, who has been managing the Esky Library Initiative. I'm not sure if anyone's aware of this initiative where they have been using reusable eskies to bring up fresh produce. They enlisted, I think, about 20 people to do this program, and they had some funding that was assisting that. They've come to the end of that now, and they are looking at the next steps and moving forward, and basically have asked if the Shire would be interested in being on board with this project going forward. There's a lot of information in there. So Hayley has provided us the final report and the strategic recommendations from the findings of the initial project that they did, which from what I could see and what I have seen of these eskies, it went very well. They have about another, I think it's about another 40 participants that want to come on board and use the eskies, and I would only assume that that's actually going to grow and grow. There is discussion within her proposal about using like a more compostable product, as against the issue that they're having is the freight issue of getting the eskies back to Perth and then returning them. I believe the consumers pay a small fee towards these eskies as compared to what they're charged for a polystyrene esky, which I think is about $7 a box that they get charged. So looking at our waste management and also recycling, I feel it's probably something that we could further investigate to see if it's something that we want to partner with or put our name against with them. It wouldn't just be our project. Obviously, it would be in with other supporters and so forth.
Well, we've got, Councillor, we've got a landfill management plan that was recently done funded by the Commonwealth that identifies the longevity of our current landfill sites, but doesn't make quite a number of recommendations on action, in particular, to a greater degree than what we're doing now. Also, the question of what products we put into the landfill. And what systems we should be starting to look to implement, that what can't go into landfill, how it's removed off the island, and etc. I am looking at, from a administrative point of view, how we develop that plan to implement it over the next 6 to 12 months. So I'll engage this group in regards to that discussion as we move forward. Some of it may require, when we look at that plan, budgeting for machinery or other things that we may do that I'll raise in the budget process. But I think it fits into that, so I'll take it up and engage them with the discussions with that managerially term-led about developing the implementation plan.
Okay. Okay, so I can go back to
I'll be in touch.
Hayley and let her know that. That's all that fine, actually.
Councillor Pereira, have you got any questions?
Just want to raise a query in relations to a project that was asked about 9 months ago for the temple project. I believe some funding went out for this temple project. However, there was no follow-up or further response back to council on the current status of the temple book project. Do we have any updates on this?
Yes.
Yes, the first set of 18 paintings has been completed, and the stretch goal of doing the civic buildings is being completed next. The civic buildings being the post office, the CI club, the paintings of the historical value, including the roundabout flats, so which Councillor Pratt may saw me take a reference photo for earlier. The paintings are being compiled, and I will look forward to providing a draft of what the final projects would look like for the Temple Book project to councils for inspection. Every single painting requires very carefully researched interpretation about the history of that building and or precinct, dates, famous previous owners, things that happened like at the CLA, the Kunta Club, and so on and so forth. So hopefully it will be quite a coffee table type book by the time that we're finished. That will be actioning a long-term action item council has had for quite a while to help improve interpretation around the place. The Theta and the Commonwealth had a go with those silver plaque signs of the last generation. They're okay for the last generation. There have been attempts to create walking trails in the past. They've been good attempts.
Yep. So, sorry, Chris, can I just get a status update on this or the time frame on the completion of this project, please?
The temple project may take another 4 or 5 months, and
4
the
to 5
civic buildings, maybe another 12 months.
4 to 5 months, estimated 12 months. No worries. Thank you.
Councillor Lai?
Yes, sorry. I just wanted to follow up on a previous question around the speed hump at Arenga Close.
Yeah, we're still following it up, Councillor.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Councillor Lee?
all.
No.
Councillor Yon?
I've got two. One is from a community member. They're requesting support requests for handheld beaded spray. Do you know where they are? Yeah, up at either the for hygiene purposes at the hospital and one at the airport. Can we follow that up?
And what?
Beaded?
They sprays in the toilet. Do you know the
Toilet?
water spray?
Oh, yeah.
Hospital and the airport, the Commonwealth.
Can we ask for? Can we request for that?
Basically, them say do it, nothing else.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
pass it on.
well,
to the other
I'm just following up from community member. And the other one was the other request was a prayer room for the men and women up at the airport. You can ask them, because with the Qantas flight arrival and departure within that
All right.
time of prayers.
I'll pass those requests on.
Please. Thank you.
I do have some questions too. I think.
Thank you.
So this question is around the abandoned vehicles on Sunshine Law in Punsan. So in the February 2025 council meeting, Troy Davis advised that the Shire Ranger is pursuing owners with the AFP based on registration files with the Commonwealth, and that there is a 28-day lead time on this information with the AFP. It's been well and over almost 365 days, and the cars are still there, and all the cars that are currently there has no registration number plates on it.
Oh,
So what is the goal with this?
well, I'll follow up with the, I've also got a meeting, the IFB. And I'll raise it with them and we'll work out a process to have them removed legally.
Yep.
Yep.
There's another one as well.
Is that the Shire's cost that
No,
to remove them?
it's not that. That's why we need to identify the owners.
Yep, okay.
And some of these would be as a result of in some areas where the
Yeah, so these are like the circle road, you know, the circles. Like they leave and then
when Serco went.
Yeah, they should.
So it could be a bill that goes through to Serco or whatever, but we need to identify it. We just can't go up and grab vehicles. So,
No. I just want, I know they did sometimes have done an amnesty on them, but I'm sure now.
all right, I'll follow up with the ranger.
Yeah, same with this one. This one is the vehicle regularly parked and unattended near the fire hydrant. And is this another abandoned vehicle, but it still has a number plate? So
I'll say to councillors, if they got these, they should give them 2 minutes before council meetings and we can probably act on them before council meeting.
was it like, oh, can you bring it up in the council meeting? I'm like, yep, sure we can. My street, behind the school. Yeah, so.
You look familiar to me, sorry. I shouldn't go there.
Yeah.
Drag
And
it, mate. Or if it's on your street, drag it. Drag it out of the way.
there's also another question as well. They're wanting an update of rat eradication, rat baiting, and the poultry control. Have we got any updates?
Yes, I've got some quotes through for the chicken eradication. And with the budget that we got in this year, we'll do some of it, but we'll have the budget for next year as well. That came through in January. And I haven't finalised the contract for that, but I'm in the process of doing it. The rat one, and that was based upon entrapment of the birds, also a baiting process that sterilises them, but doesn't permanently sterilise them.
One that you were talking previously.
So you got to keep spraying it around, and also a small amount of shooting as well. So it was a multi-purpose process. I can't give you a distinct timeline that they'll be up, Chancellor. And the rat one, I just got the quote come through late last week, which was quite large for the baiting process. That shocked me, and I need to go back to them and have a talk to them about it. But that is mainly on a baiting process that sterilises them permanently.
Rats.
But you got to keep it up, and so they become sterile and they just outlive their life and die. So that's where we are. It still is in process, Councillor. But the rat one would need a serious budget adjustment to do so. I've also forwarded both those, the description of those products on the parks, and asked them for their opinion on them in regards to if they're native birds and etc. And why I've got a comment back about the chicken ones. I haven't about the rat ones actually. So it's still in process, but I feel we're finalising some arrangement from the type of start the chicken ones, and I think we'll talk to them on island about the rat one when they're here, because we're talking quite.
Out of the same company for the
Yes,
boat.
they are. And they were a company engaged by Parks to come up and have a look at their cat eradication. Yeah. So that's a reply to our actions.
Moving on, applications for leave of absence. Petitions, deputations and presentations. No. Confirmations of minutes of previous meeting, business arising from the minutes of previous meetings. We have a mover,
Second.
seconded, John. Announcement by presiding, and no, I got nothing.
Vote on that.
Aye.
Vote for the confirmations of the minutes.
Aye.
Those in favour, Councillor Piera and Lai indicate how they're voting on that. Or can't see your hand.
Yeah,
go
the
up.
hand.
Oh, yeah, I put their hand up.
They put
Right.
the hand up.
So 6-0.
You.
All right. Yeah, that's clever.
Wasn't that cute?
There we go.
The white palm hand.
There we
Put
go.
it up twice now. Instead.
Reports of committees.
Done.
One. Reports of officers.
That's the budget review, and the recommendation is, the variations, maybe it's the budget line items, as set out in the attachment. By the budget review be approved, and they, in essence, are on page 15, where we've made adjustments for increased revenue and decreased revenue to bring the budget back to a zero balance.
Zero balance. Second.
Vote. John.
Aye.
Vote for those. And, yeah, right. Page 16 is the appearance to the Alva Conference in Canberra on the 23rd and 25th of June 2016. The recommendation is nominate the President and CEO and 2 councillors, and we need to identify and nominate 2 councillors if the council so wishes to send councillors to that.
I'd like to nominate Crap and myself.
Who's that?
Want to move?
Second.
Yeah.
Oh. No.
All in favor?
The next one, was page 18, is a consequential motion. We need to change the council ordering meeting date from the of June to be changed from the 23rd of June to the 16th of June 2026 to allow those councillors to attend.
Move.
Seconded Crap.
So we're on the trip. So,
All in favor?
Aye.
page 20 is a report from Paul and Associates. They the contractors that we engaged to deal with development applications. They received the development application from Google regarding their establishment of phosphate hill. We need to put it out for public comment, and the recommendation is as recorded in the council agenda, which in actual fact allows us to advertise it as a telecommunication usage, not a industrial usage. As industrial usage implies that there is actually manufacturing going on there. It's not manufacturing; it's a telecommunication thing. So it's a it's a recommendation that allows us to put out a public notice of 21 days asking for public comment and describe it appropriately as a telecommunication usage. And that's supported by the letter we received from the Commonwealth indicating that they support it.
I'll move it.
Second.
All in favour?
All in favour?
Aye.
Right. You vote Stephanie on that?
I did.
Right.
My hand is
All right.
raised.
Next one is scheduled accounts page 25.
Anyone got questions on the EFT number on the questions?
Right.
Questions? Anyone questions?
Move.
Steve, Deb,
Move.
No
Mover?
questions.
Nothing.
Yeah, no questions.
Mover,
Second.
B.
All in favour?
All in favour?
Aye.
Yep.
Financial statements, page 31.
Any questions? Mover,
Second.
all in
All in
favour?
Aye.
Outstanding loans and debtors report, page 53.
Just
That's as of the 31st of December. Some payments have been made since then. But that's the report as of 31st of December.
Move.
can I just ask a question
Believe it or not.
around just with regards to the breakdown of the monies owed, and there's a category that says others. What does that constitute?
Just general debtors, not rates debtors. They're all Commonwealth governors. Like people who use the tip overs money, so they're just other debtors, general debtors, not rates debtors. That's the two categories. Did you hear that?
No, sorry. If you can just maybe go nearer to a speaker or
It's Kevin
something.
Wilson here. Kevin
Hi,
Wilson
Kevin.
here.
Sorry.
Yeah, g'day. No, general debtors, they're
Yeah.
not rates debtors. So that's anyone else that owes a council money, like the Commonwealth,
Okay.
admin,
Yeah.
parks
Okay.
and gardens, normal people who use the rubbish tip, we
Yeah.
invoice them. So they're the debtors that are the other debtors. So just general debtors, not rates.
Yeah. Okay. No, understand
Okay.
that one. And then obviously the rates is
Yeah, and a lot of the
Right.
rates debtors are on instalment plans, but because they still owe money, they're still part of the debtors as such. Until
I
that
see.
debt's cleared for
Okay.
that year,
And so,
So we manage
when
that-
they're
we
in,
manage that fairly tightly now.
when they're on installment plans, there's no interest, I assume, on levied on them.
Yeah, it's got interest.
Under the Act, interest still accumulates daily unless it's frozen. And the only one that could freeze the interest really is it through the CEO to the council.
Yeah, okay.
And I haven't done that.
No.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
So can I ask a question on this too with the others? Like, there's obviously quite a significant amount there. How old would that sort of be? You know, are we just talking 12 months? Are we talking years of people owing?
Oh, there's some that are fairly old, but with the of that large amount,
When you're saying 22, what underneath it? What does that mean?
is it?
Where it says 301
300,000.
610, and what's the 22?
Cent.
Oh, 22 cents. There's the dot. Is it?
Number of people, number of desks.
Yeah. So so that's how many
Yeah.
companies.
Of that 300,000, the biggest one was 217,000, which is the Department of Infrastructure.
Right.
That's since been paid.
Has been paid.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. These are
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
31st
yeah,
of December.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is it like, is it current stuff, older stuff? Is it, yeah.
But, so as of last Friday, 27th to 1st, we only had $44,000 of
Right.
general accounts.
Cool. Excellent.
When those big ones go, as a point in time, it looks big because, they haven't paid yet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And a lot of these reports are timing.
Yeah. And the private works, what does that entail? What's that relative to?
That's if it's not, where it's mainly through the works department, right? If someone wants a particular job done,
Right.
and it's not part of the Commonwealth grant, right? It's the works guys will cost the job out, and then we raise an invoice like at them like
Okay.
job done or something. Like
Right. I got you.
So
Yep.
we'll raise an invoice. But just there's another one coming up where we're doing some, I don't know. Fred.
We do a crap.
Yeah, so that's a job.
That's for the
Okay.
admin.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yep.
A lot of it is through Commonwealth, but a lot of private people also
Yeah.
have jobs
It's
done.
good to know the breakdown of what it is relative to. Thank you.
Move. Move.
Second to Kurt. All in favour?
Aye.
And close doors.
Close doors.
Someone needs to move it.
Move. Yo.
Second to Lee.
Please. See you later, everybody.
Outside. No, it's my report.
This.
Oh, it's there. As a result of the council directing the alternates with the two previous expressions of interest regarding LIA lots 509 and 510. In those discussions, I got one offer of 30,000 to 40,000 for one lot. And I received an offer of 250,000 for lot 509 and 250,000 for 5010. That is 100,000 above for each one of those lots that I received an offer when we previously went out for potential sale, which was about 6 years ago. I think it was the offer of 250,000 for each one of the two lots represents a reasonable offer considering the economic climate that we're currently in on Christmas Island. The actor who's made that offer has indicated that they won't use it for their personal use. What they'll do is build warehouses and workshops there and lease them out to other users on the island. And I think it would be a useful development of the LIA in that purpose should we decide to sell it. And the recommendation is that we accept the offer of 250 for the two lots, each of the two lots, and the offer of 30 and 40,000 be advised that it was unsuccessful. But he actually, the person who put in the offer for 30 to 40, in the initial expressions of interest that we sought and got from ACCA, there was a supporting letter from that person supporting Acca's expression saying that they would use it in most circumstances.
Opportunity of still
Yeah.
person to work through that.
And that the council authorises myself to facilitate the sale, so we will contact our lawyers and such, write contracts and finalise it over a period of time.
We'll move it.
Mover,
Move.
second,
Anyone? Anyone?
see.
Crap.
Yeah, correct, second.
Yeah.
All in
Favor.
favor?
Aye.
Now,
Back
so I
to
move the resumption of
open. Move.
Lee. Gone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Meeting closed.
I declare the meeting closed at 7:30.
Marvelous.
Fantastic.
This meeting is a good meeting.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. See ya.
See ya.
And it's not another.
All right.
Still with it, Chris.
We should call them back.
Thanks, Mel.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, no, they just leave this.
Yeah, I know. This one, I actually,
Some of them don't look bad.
no, this one, I actually think this one was someone's ex-rental.
No, that's owner. That's a TV guy. He owns that. He bought it off.
Oh, no, left.
And all that. All circle.
Yeah, this one as well. This one's been there for so long, but this one has been for so long. Yeah, but it's like near a fire hydrant. You would think, why would anyone leave? I thought the parking road or parking near a fire hydrant was 1 meter. You can't leave a vehicle unattended.
It's a meeting without inside the road.
You think so?